What happens when the power goes out, but your internet just keeps working? No interruptions, everything just continues. Your smart home still runs, your camera stays online, and your automation keeps working. And if you work from home, you just keep working. This is the small solar system I built, integrated with Home Assistant, and honestly, it's one of the most useful things I have ever done. Now, this is not a big solar installation. It's not designed to power the entire house. But that's actually the point, because most of the time, you don't need everything. You just need the important things to keep running. Things like your internet, your router, maybe a few smart devices, maybe your water pump if you have one. And when those go down, everything feels broken. So instead of building something huge, I started small. Something affordable, something practical, something I could build step by step. And honestly, this small system made a bigger difference than I expected. Now, let me show you what I built. So this is the system that changed everything for me. It's not big, it's not expensive, but it gave me back control. I'm using just 3 panels. Each one is 455 watts. So in perfect conditions, I get around 1.3 kilowatts. Now, of course, that's in ideal conditions, full sun. In real life, it's less, but still more than enough for what I need. The panels are connected in parallel, which means voltage stays lower, current increases, and that helps me a lot, especially if you have partial shade, because if one panel is shaded, the others still perform well. On a series string connection, if one panel has shade, the whole string suffers. So again, my system is not perfect, but very practical. Considering this is a do-it-yourself project, I didn't want to invest in expensive inverters. So I got a 24-volt hybrid inverter. That's 2.4 kilowatts per hour. It's a budget inverter, nothing fancy. But it does the job. And here I have 2 batteries, 2 Ultracell 200 AH batteries, 12 volts each, connected in series to create a 24-volt system. So basically, I connect the positive of the first battery to the negative of the second one, and then I take the output from the remaining terminals. That way, I double the voltage, but the capacity stays the same. This is one of the simplest ways to build a smart battery system. And again, this is not a perfect system, it's a practical one. Now, let's talk about something very important. Safety. This is the part you should never ignore. I added protection on both sides of the system. I have a DC breaker on the solar side, a breaker on the battery side, and I put a breaker on the AC side as well, so I can completely isolate each part of the system if I need to. I'm also using proper solar connectors, MC4, and some of them have fuses for extra protections. And yes, thick cables are important. So between the batteries and the inverter, I'm using a 25mm cable, because at 24 volts, the current can get very high. And if you underestimate that, things can go wrong very fast. So quick advice here. If you're not comfortable working with DC power, get an electrician. It's not worth the risk. Now, on the solar side, from the panels to the inverter, I'm using a 6mm solar cable. Because my panels are connected in parallel, I'm using MC4Y connectors. Those are basically splitters to combine the output of all the panels into one line going into the inverter. So each panel has its own positive and negative, and those are merged using these MC4Y connectors into a single positive and a single negative going forward. From there, everything goes through the DC breaker and then into the inverter. It's a simple setup, but done properly, it's safe and reliable. Now, here's the interesting part. The inverter is actually pretty basic. It's cheap, and it doesn't have any smart features. But I still made it smart. I added the Victron SmartShunt, and this gives me full visibility over the system, battery level, voltage, current, and real-time power usage. And the best part, all of this data goes directly into Home Assistant. So even if the hardware itself is simple, the system becomes intelligent. And to make that connection possible, I used an ESP32 and configured it as a Bluetooth proxy. It connects to the SmartShunt, pulls all the data, and exposes everything inside Home Assistant. Then I added an automatic transfer switch, an ATS. And this is where things get really powerful. I connected my internet, the router, and the network, a few critical plugs, and the hydro for, so I still have water even when the power is out. So basically, I wired 2 power sources into that ATS. The grid, which normally feeds these devices, and the solar system as a backup. So the moment the grid goes down, the ATS automatically switches everything over to solar. But before the ATS, I added two new Zigbee smart breakers. This gives me full control over the system, so I can decide when to allow switching or block if needed. So when the power goes out, everything switches automatically to battery and solar. No delay, no manual switching, it just works. And of course, everything is monitored in real time inside Home Assistant. But there's one important thing to understand. Even though the switch is automatic, there is a very short interruption. So just enough for some devices to restart. So if you don't want your router to reboot or your Home Assistant server to go offline, to restart, add a small UPS. That way everything stays online even during the switch. So this means the internet stays online, smart home keeps working, and I still have power for essential devices. And honestly, once you have this, you don't want to go back. If you're thinking of building something like this, here are a few tips. Start small, don't overcomplicate it. Always use proper protection. Plan what you actually need to power, and make it smart from the beginning. Place the inverter in a dry, well-ventilated space, not too hot, for extra safety, and add smoke detectors and temperature sensors around your batteries and inverter so you can monitor everything in real time. Because once you can see everything, you can control everything. This is just a small system, but it made a huge difference for me. And honestly, this was just the beginning, because now I installed something much bigger. And in the next video, I'll show you the full system. And trust me, it's a completely different level. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit that like button. It really helps the channel. And if you're into smart home ideas, automations, and reviews, make sure you subscribe. Also, let me know in the comments, have you built something similar, or are you thinking about it? Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.